Hi, this is John Meadows, and you're listening to Bodybuilding Nerds Radio.
There used to be so much teenage competition back then. Like, these guys they were so good.
They really were, man.
Teenagers don't do shit.
Dan Hester missed the lightweight prejudging, but could
have
won his class.
Oh my God! We have a Mr. Olympia.
Holy crap!
At the age of 21. Oh my God.
And he looked good, dude.
Look at that handsome kid. He's been rocking it for that long.
Class win at the tough
he's
contest
good right now. Danny Hester looks awesome.
Mix it up with the big boys. He was a high school and college wrestling champion, so serious.
Well, who's going to beat Danny Hester here?
Nobody.
When this juvenile prison counselor fills out, he will definitely do some damage.
And he did.
Coming all the way from Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Bodybuilding nerds unite. You are listening to Bodybuilding Nerds Radio. Just a couple of nerds who love all things bodybuilding related. This show is brought to you by SupplementSource.ca, Think Big Patreon. You guys are the best. Keep them cracking. And BestBarEver.com. This is for Michael Clay.
Michael Clay. Best bar ever.
I am your host, Vijay Puri. Along with me, as always, is Scott McNally. Scott, how you doing?
Hey, Vij. I'm doing good, man. How about you?
Real good, man. Good catching up. Huh? This is like our triannual bodybuilding nerds show.
Hey, I love that shirt. You cut the sleeves off, and did those sleeves pop off on their own when you were in the gym, or what?
They did. Yeah? I was doing a set of bench press. But when you buy them extra small, though, that's going to happen.
So yeah, just pop the seams right open, huh?
Yeah, the sleeves just popped right off. It was cool for like 5 minutes. I'm always
afraid, like I'm going to cut it. If I were to do one of those, I'm afraid I'd like mess it up. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I've got a system in place. I've done these like hundreds of these now.
Okay, Ron does that too at the booths. He'll get like George, who runs the booth and everything. He's got all the background stuff happening. He'll give Ron his shirt, and then Ron will take it up to his room, and then he'll cut it. Yeah, and then show up the next day with the sleeves cut out of it.
Ron must travel with his cloth shears, huh?
Big old
cloth shears.
He must,
because that's the only way I can do it. I've got to have my wife's cloth shears are like this long.
Oh, good God!
Yeah, they're like 12 inches. Boom.
Don't put those in your carry-on. That's all I have to say. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Just put them in your pocket, and we'll never say a word.
Yeah, no. So what's going on? I figured we're going to do we've got like a bunch of, I guess the kids call them reactions nowadays. I've got one I'm really excited for you, just because I know it's going to take you back a little bit. I hope it does. I think it will. But before we did, I wanted to ask you, what are you doing with gear now? And what, like, are you still doing like the 2-a-day training and all of that stuff? Plus,
yeah, man.
Okay.
All about the same. 2-a-day training most days of the week. Like maybe 1 or 2 days, I'll just do like a compounded session where it's like an hour and a half to maybe 2 hours of workout. So I don't split them up. I like to move them. I like to do them separately. That way, I get like 2 different like caloric expenditures throughout the day.
Yeah.
Because I spend a lot of time napping. And it's a good idea to get around and do stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
But 2-a-day workouts. I'm doing about an hour cardio, sometimes more.
Okay.
And it's not cardio. All right, it's just walking. So you can call it walking, low intensity cardio, whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
But other than that, the gear is let's see. I brought it down a little bit, so it's like 175 milligrams test a day.
A day.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That's about as low as I can go. Honestly, if I start going like 150 or 100 a day, start getting weird side effects like estrogen side effects. But if I keep
weird,
man. Right here, I know it's so weird. Modern day science does not explain the issues. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Because if I were to go on like clinical data and blood work data only, which I did go that route for several years, it's no wonder fucking shit didn't work for me. You know what I mean? It's like my body needs something else entirely. So I'm giving that a shot. Oh, and also I got into a little bit of Primo bowling stuff. So.
Oh wait, but you had, I think we were texting about this. You have oral Primo, right?
I do. Yeah, I got a sweet deal. And so I've been using, I'm trying to figure it out, man. I'm up to like 100 milligrams a day, oral Primo. And they come in 25 milligram tablets. Okay, and that's not bad. That seems to be like the sweet spot, and apparently there's no liver toxicity. There's no, it's such like a mild compound. that when they were prescribing that, it was like anywhere for guys, anywhere from like 200 to like 300 milligrams a day. You know, oral Primo. Yeah, I don't know, but 100 milligram works. You know what 100 milligrams of Primo is kind of like, man? It's kind of like Anadrol light. Like if you took a quarter tab of Anadrol, and all your water retention just went into the muscle bellies, like into your delts and stuff.
Yeah.
that's. Oh, and it gives you a nice shiny glow to your skin. You know, like
crazy.
Yeah, it is strange. But
you're selling me on this. I've never wanted to take oral Primo in my life, and now I'm thinking like, I want the shiny glow. I want the water in the muscle, you know?
Yeah, who doesn't want that? That's great. Any oral would be great, you know, no bloat except for in the muscle. Holy smoke. Yeah. Imagine you could say that about D-ball, you know?
Man, I wish.
Yeah, be the best-selling compound ever.
Yeah. That's wild, man.
So I'm liking that. I'm liking that a lot. Oh yeah, something else I wanted to tell you because I've been messing around with it a little bit because I've got a bunch of growth hormone stuff and I don't really know what's too much to do with it. You know, it's like
you take it, Vij. You take it a lot of it, all at once.
Yeah, it's too much. It's too much. I can't do the everyday thing. I do it every few days. But what I found was very interesting, and I thought about you. I thought about Dr. Scott too. I remember a long while ago, you guys were talking about like dimers.
Yeah,
dimers in the HGH. You know, I found an HGH that had like really low dimers and a lot of like big farm, like Gentropin or whatever, Humatrope. Those have like really low dimer content, from what I understand. I could be wrong, but what I noticed between like the pharmaceutical grade and like the low dimer or zero dimer grade, like HGH run-of-the-mill blacktops or whatever.
Yeah,
I noticed a lot, way less water retention, like significantly less. But I get all the same side effects, and like, you know, I kind of get the Primo effect a little bit too. You know, with the glowy skin and the water in the muscle instead of sagging all over the place under the skin. You know.
Yeah.
Versus one that doesn't have zero dimers in it, and you know, that's just a bloat mess. Blue tops, bloat mess.
Yeah.
But yeah, you ever found that, or you ever seen anything like that, or?
I haven't.
Yeah.
But I've always done pretty good with growth overall.
Yeah.
Like I've never gotten the crazy bloat from it. I feel like for me, growth had always been a pretty positive thing. It was never a major thing though. Like for me, I felt like if I used growth in the off season, I had a lot harder of a time getting fat. I know that. If I used it in contest prep, it just helped to keep me fuller than I probably would have been otherwise. Like, regardless of what you're doing with the food, regardless of what you're doing with the T3, I would still have like a good level of fullness with growth in. It's just like, you know, three units or so. And I'd run it higher than that. But yeah, I just across the board, man, I'd used everything from, you know, Humatrope to... I really liked Hydrotropin when they first came out, and that's a long time ago now.
Is it China? Like China's first like...
Yeah, that
like
was
farm grade.
It's supposed to be like a farm grade. Supposedly they were using Hydrotropin in the hospitals, and then another company called Hydrotropin came out, and they copied the boxes and the labels and everything. But one of them was like there was a slight difference in the name. Which you could differentiate one from the other. From what I understand, they started going into competition against each other. So they ended up overdosing their vials so that one would be stronger than the other. And then, so that was a good time in growth hormone, let me tell you.
Yeah.
But we're in a really, you know, I was talking to somebody we know from Professional Muscle, one of the mods over there. And he had told me that we are in like basically a growth hormone renaissance right now.
Yeah, I can see that.
You know, there's so much good generic growth out there that's all being tested, and the competition is so great that the pricing is better than ever. So, you know, there's a lot of good GH. It's a good time to be a bodybuilder that wants to take growth. Let's put it that way.
That's right. I was listening to a podcast. I don't know which one it was now because so many damn. But one of the guys was saying like in China there's only like two facilities in all of China that makes recombinant DNA, like, you know, growth hormone. That's just what he said. I don't know if that's true or not. So it's like basically all these products are just coming from the same two labs. which are, pharmaceutical grade labs or whatever, but I don't know if there's any truth to that. I have no idea. I guess there's one in Brazil too. I don't know. Yeah, but it would make sense, I guess, if a lot of them did come from the same place, because I mean, there's so much to choose from.
Yeah. I'd have a hard time buying that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That it's all coming from the same two places in China. But hey, I don't know. I'm not there, and I've never been there. So there's that,
Who's to say? I know it costs millions to make that facility.
Yeah.
So I can't imagine just like, your random UGL is like, we got one of those.
Yeah. Yeah. Right.
Yeah, actually, we got 3 of those. Yeah.
I remember seeing it was like in some Polish apartment building, like an old decrepit apartment building.
Yeah.
These guys had an amp machine. So the way that it worked there, it was like a big, like round piece of metal, circular piece of metal, and all the amps would it was making amps. They were turning out basically they were like faking pharmaceutical tests with this. And, because you think you see like an amp and you're like, oh, this has got to be legit, right?
Yeah. You don't just fake amps.
Yeah, some of those, the Eastern European mobsters. In fact, I said that. I was like, I said that on a podcast. I was like, those Eastern European mobsters, they, they really know how to put out a lot of good, counterfeit gear. And somebody commented, and he was like, hello. From a Eastern European mobster. And I was like, oh, well, hello to you, sir.
Quit spilling the beans.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It might have. I don't know. You think there would have been a mobster, Eastern European mobster?
There's for sure.
Listening to the podcast.
Probably right now. The second I mentioned growth hormone, only 2 labs. They were like, what?
Their ears perked up. Yeah.
We need to squash this narrative now.
Yeah. Hey, if you're an Eastern European mobster who fakes gear, let me say counterfeits. I'm not saying your gear is fake. It might just not be the real thing. I would love to do an interview with you. You can come on the show. How about that?
We want to hear from you. We want to try some product. Whatever you can do.
We'll sponsor the podcast,
I just want to see how fake it really is. All right.
Yeah.
Because I've tried some fake Anavar before. And I was wildly surprised, but found out it was D-ball. So,
oh yeah,
I was like, God, I feel so good on this stuff. I'm like 15 pounds heavier. What happened? Yeah. Anavar. God damn. Nope. D-ball.
Good thing a girl didn't take that. You know what I mean?
Man, I had a client one time, and she was like, "Oh, I got my hands on some Anavar." I was like, "Oh, okay." And this was like, oh man, I don't know, like 12, 13 years ago. Like Anavar wasn't like readily just available like it is now. You can get it fucking everywhere, anywhere,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Back 12, 13, 14, 15 years ago, that was a tough one to source. There was so much fake stuff. Well, anyway, the girl died on D-ball. I found out later on. And she looked awesome. What can I say? I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
So she must have kept the dose pretty low then,
Yeah. It was, God, I can't remember, but I remember she was a real pretty gal, and I was just like, I don't want to fuck you up with all this stuff, Can we just go real low? I want to say it was like anywhere from 5 to 10 milligrams, and that's all we used.
Yeah.
And I gotta imagine that dose for a gal this size, just a tiny little gal, it's a good size, it's a good dose, You get some anabolism and stuff, but
oh yeah.
I got her ripped, got her hard, got her fuller than she'd ever been before, which should have been the takeaway, I was like, that doesn't look like Anavar fullness to me. And I didn't give her any carbs, so something else is happening.
Yeah, no kidding, man.
Yeah. I like Anavar. I mean, I don't like Anavar. I don't like Anavar at high doses. I like Anavar at very low doses. I think I've said this multiple times on BNR before, but I'm despite my ability to have really high doses of test, I can only do like small doses of other compounds before it gets to be too much. Like I get a lot of weird side effects, a lot of acne. Anavar gives me a lot of acne if I go over like 15 milligrams a day. A lot of acne, like on my shoulders and stuff. I was like, I worked so hard to get this fucking glow from Primo, and I'm fucking it up with Anavar. This is bullshit.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, man. I feel like for me, it was just never a great compound. And orals anymore, man, I just don't take them. You know, I stay away. I like the injectable D-ball still once in a while, but you know, overall, man, it's I don't know. Orals though, they are great when you're in the thick of things and you want to like turn up the gas real quick. You throw an oral in there. There's a lot of instant gratification in using an oral compound. You know what I mean? Because you don't have to wait 3 weeks. It's just boom, it's there.
No, you know? wait an hour and go hit a front double bicep in the mirror. You're like, hey,
there you go.
Anadrol just kicked in. How about some arms today? Yeah.
So hey, listen, I've got this video here, and I don't know if you're gonna know who this is. I'm kind of hoping you are.
You said it was a blast from the past, huh?
It is. Do you remember? And it's not like it was our favorite bodybuilder ever, but I remember about 2010, maybe even before, when there was a time, there was like 15 years ago, there wasn't the social media like there is today, you know?
Oh no, yeah.
There weren't like a lot of good like bodybuilding movies outside of Pumping Iron and then all of the Mentzer videos. You know what I mean? There weren't people that you felt like you could connect with as well. And then I remember a guy named Jeff Willet was putting out content.
Yeah.
You remember Jeff Willet?
Yeah, I remember that name.
Yeah, he was. Or at least, he, that's I was looking at, let me throw this video up for you first of all here. So this was the video I was talking about. Now, let me see if I can hit there we go, theater mode. There we go. So this video is about a guy who is training with Jeff Willard and wants to get into shape. Okay, this guy here, and he's like a filmmaker guy, and so he wants to hang out with Jeff and have Jeff train him and all of that and get into incredible shape. That's Jeff on the left over there.
Oh yeah, he's a Michigan boy. That's the Michigan boy.
He is, man. He's from. He had a gym in Adrian, believe it or not.
That's right. Yeah. Phenomenal physique. I could definitely see the natty in him. He's just one of those guys.
You know, and here's what I was gonna say, man. Nobody would believe him today. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Let me see if I can skip up to where they're showing him here. So that's a guy who can do the transformation.
Good. He's got a good starting point.
Dedication and self-sacrifice to have his muscular size. But what he did say is that it's
I could see it though. I mean, he doesn't look like heavily gassed up like sitting here. Yeah.
He's not a big guy. I think like when he's ripped and shredded, he's like 175 pounds.
Okay.
He's one of those guys that can weigh so little and look so huge, and that's just he's been blessed with bodybuilding genes. You know, that's the name of the game right there. It's just create the best illusion. I could definitely see why he turned pro natty and stayed. I don't know if he stayed natty or what, but a lot of his pics that I saw, especially when I was in my natural bodybuilding phase, like I looked up to that guy too. I was like, that guy's put together.
Look at Redford Theater. Did you see that?
Yes, I did.
Did you ever make it? Did you ever go to any of the shows that were at the Redford? I can't remember.
Not at the Redford, no.
Okay. Because that was like right at the tail end of when you and I started hanging out.
That's right. Yeah.
There were some good shows at the Redford Theater. I don't know about that. It looks like Indiana Jones there.
Yeah, he does. He's going to crack his whip here in a second. Let me just put my whip on the table real quick.
Yeah.
Now.
What were you going to say? You did what?
Oh, I met some crackheads outside the Redford Theater once.
Oh, you did?
No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, what were you doing there?
It's pretty nice. It's pretty nice.
So here's his before.
Do all the measurements on the right side of the body.
This is like where he had to swallow his pride, take off his shirt.
We're going to do one of the chest, abdomen, suprailiac, and one of the mid-axillary.
After pinching me more times than I would have liked, we put the figures in the computer, and the numbers were actually quite shocking.
So right now, based on the 7-site skin fold, you're 27.4% fat.
Well, I like a 9-site just for comparison.
Let me see here. I'm gonna roll this forward a little bit. So obviously they're training together now.
Would you look at that guy and be like 27% body fat?
No, I wouldn't. But I'm guessing his muscle mass is pretty low. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I would look at it. I'm just the way that he's put together. I'd be like,
oh, it looks like
20. I could see 20. Probably dropped one of those dumbbells on it. Does Jeff still have his gym out there? I wonder.
No, so I looked it up this morning, man, and they closed in 2016. Because I was thinking, like, I'd like to make a trip out there if he was still there, you know?
For sure, yeah.
So look at that. Let's see. I paused it here. Here's where he's at. Day 1, day 127. I mean, he's making some progress.
Yeah, you know, I'd like to see some diet stuff there because, like, with 127 days, like you can do a lot. You know.
Yeah, maybe especially if they put a little T3 in there, a little cleanse.
Jeff, yeah, I mean, just
not telling you how to do your job, Jeff.
Shave the abdomen a little bit. You know, that's all. That's all it takes.
Yeah. It looked like it was a good gym.
This looks like a good gym to me. Yeah, like I would look at that nice clean dumbbell rack.
Yeah.
Everybody always gets sick when they're doing their like I'm changing my lifestyle. I want to lose all this body fat, and they always get sick. Always get sick.
Yeah, they sure do.
Mm-hmm.
We'll fast forward to first day back. We're just gonna move along. Looks like he's tanning now too, a little bit. You can see his face is looking leaner here.
I was just about to say that he's already slimmer. I'd like to see the diet. I don't know if he went over that at all, but
yeah, I'm not sure either. What do they get in here? Body hair removal? Is he getting ready for the show?
There. The body hair removal goes a long way.
Hey,
there it is again, Redford.
It's only a few months away, so the first thing I need to do is take off all my body hair. Easier said than done.
Wow.
I don't believe I'm doing this.
It's like cutting the lawn.
Hair and
He's getting in shape. You can see the muscle now, you know?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, they're using a bod pod.
Remember Dr. Adam Coffin from
I hate
college?
those things.
He hasn't seen me in months, and he's been dying.
You've
to
done a
get
bod
back
pod
into the
before?
bod pod. Now this contraption is really
that's not what I
cool.
thought it was. No, that's not what I thought it was.
I did get
I'm
over the
sorry.
feeling.
What'd you think it was?
claustrophobia.
I thought it was a little handheld device that runs a current through you and runs it down
the electric
grounding pad.
tests.
Yeah.
I hate those things too.
For the both of us.
Yeah.
This is like water displacement, but it's air pressure, I think.
Gotcha.
13.5% body fat.
So 13.5% fat. Everything else then is non-fat. So water, muscle, bone, what you had for breakfast, everything. Actually,
I can believe
1,900
that.
calories places you just above your resting metabolic rate. So if you were to wake up in the morning, not get out of bed for anything, not to go to the bathroom, not to get
You know what he needs?
and watch TV all day, you're burning.
He
about
needs a little Primo.
200 calories.
Just a little
Getting up
oral
this morning,
Primo
oral,
tabs.
yeah, little oral Primo. 100 milligrams a day.
You give him a nice glow, you know?
Really nice glow, especially with all the body hair gone. Really nice glow.
Let's see what Jeff has to say here.
How are we looking so far?
Well, I think that I'm very pleased. You know, I think that you've done a great job executing.
Yeah, he does not look huge.
What you always want to do is take advantage of each day that you have,
And
every week that you have.
great
Put
hair,
yourself in a
right?
position
Oh, yeah.
to be great on the day
You
of the
can
show.
tell
We're definitely in a
he's not
position
fucking
to
around
be
with
on the day of the
testosterone.
show.
He's got hair.
The main thing is now is to
No
not
testosterone,
too
no
many people have a
anadrol,
tendency to
no Winstrol for sure.
see
Oh,
results
dude,
and then they-
Primo will destroy your hair. I mean, look at me. You know what I mean? It's that.
Keep sprinting all the way through the finish line, because I'll tell you right now, once you get there on that Saturday, it's too late to do anything. Now's when we can make things happen for that day. And
So he's
when
looking
you
to
get there
compete?
that day,
I thought
you
it was
get
just getting in
glad you did
shape.
all these things,
Yep.
because otherwise it's too late, and you wish you would have.
Yeah, he's gonna do a show
my job
at
is
the
to make sure
Redford.
you take advantage of
Holy
these
smokes.
next 8 weeks.
You've done that.
The next day.
Sure have. In fact, I found a picture recently from backstage at the Redford.
Cool.
I'll show you that later.
Yeah, you can pop it up on the screen there.
It looks like a haunted house or something in the backstage area, that old building.
Yeah, it was the old theater. God, do you like oats? Do you like oats with your clients and stuff?
I use them, but I'm not a big fan. Some people don't tolerate, the
They don't,
fermentable
man.
fiber.
I found that more often than not. Like it doesn't work long term. It works for a little while, and all of a sudden, lower belly starts sticking out. They get real farty, get real complaining. It's just it just doesn't. It's no white rice. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I think you know what it is. It's a fermentable fiber, right? And so and especially like I'll find people can tolerate a certain amount of oats, but they start eating too much, and then it just overwhelms their gut. Like you said, get a lot of gas from it.
Yeah, just real farty, and they don't feel good. Bloated stomachs, and they're like, my stomach's so bloated. Check-ins look terrible. Like, what's going on in your stomach?
Are in my contest. Now, how cool is that?
Here he is.
Yeah, he could be like literally
7 weeks
pro
out
level
now
men's physique.
from,
You know what I mean?
competition.
Oh, for sure.
And
Yeah, this is a long time ago
some
still, too. That was like,
right.
You know?
And the other thing is the mandatories.
What year was
Look
this?
at all those. And
I'm not even sure, man. This was put out
advantageous position for
just a few years ago. But I know it's older than that.
Oh, it'd have to be, right? 2016, the gym's closed, so
Yeah.
like early 2010s probably, or a little before that.
Yeah, I'd say even like 2005 to 2010, somewhere in there.
Great arms on Jeff.
Oh
huh?
yeah, no
Like
kidding,
he's got,
man.
I mean, he just has the cutout for everything. Small waist, great arms. Like
Got the hair.
he's got that. He's got the beautiful coif of hair.
Yeah, those are nasty arms, man. Really
great arms. Great. I mean, guys like that, they just have those muscle bellies that look way bigger than they actually are. Those are bodybuilders, man. You know,
Yeah.
those are the ones.
Pre-cut 4 ounces of beef.
All right. What kind of beef, though? I wonder.
Look lean.
Broccoli.
Yeah.
The breakfast,
Sirloin
and
or something.
lunch, and dinner of champions.
Okay.
Gross.
I like beef and broccoli. And sweet
Man,
potato.
broccoli. It's like the fart juice. You know, it's no good.
I am so tired.
I mean, it tastes good, especially with some butter on it. But man,
Yesterday I got up at 4 o'clock in the morning, just craving a meal. And
real hungry.
Some weird
he's
stuff
in
is
it now.
going on.
That's why.
yeah.
Really cutting some major weight right now, because at the beginning of the
Got
week
some brain fog going on at this point.
Yeah, I can tell. It's like everything's slower.
Oh yeah, I know that feeling.
It's like,
Your
fine.
legs are real heavy.
But anyway,
Yep.
I'm gonna
It's like hard to
my
blink. Oh.
Yeah,
morning
can't
breakfast.
smile anymore. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's all
Oh, what's he got? What kind of pup is that?
Looks like a boxer.
Aw. Oh, he left him home. Uh-oh.
Burrito incident.
Yeah,
Like I
cheated
said,
on his
I
diet.
went to a restaurant tonight and had what I wanted to eat.
Yeah.
I didn't give any care. I just ate what I wanted to eat.
You keep justifying
well, there it is,
it.
folks. That's a 6-pack right there. It's not enough. I'm having regrets. I was eating something that I wanted to eat rather than what I needed to eat.
It's funny to watch normies go through this. You know?
Oh yeah.
So I'm feeling upset at myself because now I'm a little concerned that I may have derailed the entire.
Not with the burrito.
Just get back on track, bud.
And
I mean, he looked
guilty.
filled out to
Yeah,
me, like it's the muscle in his abdomen and stuff, you know?
Yeah.
I won't lie about that because I don't want to let Jeff down.
Oh, this goes on too. He's got a little confessional here. Let's see if he tells Jeff here.
And it's like I need food, and the salad is great, but
I need a burrito once in a while.
I need some Mexican is what I
A
need.
person's body naturally
I like that
doesn't
shirt.
want to really go to these levels of these low levels of body fat. So you're kind of fighting and working against every natural instinct that there is right now.
I wish I could
And
go
this
to
is where
Jeff
your mind
Willett's
has to take
Powerhouse this
over
Friday
and
and get
take your
that
body
shirt,
to a
you know?
place where it doesn't necessarily.
Good
wanna
shirt,
go.
man.
It's
I like those
uncomfortable.
the black.
But that's
I don't know what you
why
call
you're
them.
getting the type of
Ringers.
position you want to
Ringers,
display on a
yeah.
show stage. This would not be necessary for somebody who just
Like
simply
Arnold's
wants to
shirt,
be
you know?
Yeah.
Arnold's new
as
Rona.
you've seen. You saw how you felt coming weeks and looking better and better. Well, now we're taking it those steps further for these next 7 weeks. When you wake up, okay, I need to eat this. I need to do 2 cardio sessions, and I need to do my workout. And if you do all those things,
His arms look
what else,
huge there.
what else is there, right?
He's
So
in good
don't
shape, man.
overcomplicate the day either.
He's a good bodybuilder. What can you say?
My mentor once told me that you have to feel real bad to look real good. And, there's some truth to that.
Everybody's heard that, right?
what a strange sport.
It is, and I don't think a lot of people realize, especially you look at a guy on stage,
Don't call it a
especially natural
sport.
guy who doesn't have any age pharmaceuticals to get lean, and they don't realize all the mental games and the fatigue, the weeks and months that person went through to look like that for that one point in time. And now you're getting a great appreciation for that. And before you go up there and get on that bike, I want you to stop and connect to that vision of what you want to look like that day. Think about yourself hitting all those poses that you're supposed to be practicing.
Motivational talk.
Think about how you're going to look that day, and realize this session on the car on the bike is one step closer to getting that. I achieved my ultimate goal.
Here's some posing up here. Thank you for tuning in, and if we are providing value to you today, let me encourage you to subscribe and hit the bell. We have several bodybuilding podcasts that come out each week. Let's see how he's
Yeah.
There you go.
That's a good idea. I mean, he made a hell of a transition from where he started.
Really good. There's improvements in 1 week.
It's really weird to look in the mirror and see.
It's really getting closer, and the thing is,
You see, that burrito did him good, right? He got that refill that he needed. It's probably his dragging ass.
Even when you're just moving and relaxed.
Jeff in the vertical stripes make him look a lot wider. You know what I mean?
Right here, there. No,
horizontal stripes.
Good.
So for 5 weeks, passing grade?
I think that
it's got 5 weeks out now.
Now this week we went 100 fewer calories.
Right.
And you've been pretty good. You've been on that.
Yes.
Because it looks like it. I mean, I can see you look better tonight, which it should be the case, than you did last Friday. And so the thing is, I'm going to tell you right now, with these 5 weeks to go,
we're going to have to crank.
You have the ability in your grasp to be beyond, I think, what you ever thought you'd be at that day. Meaning you have the ability to be bodybuilding lean.
I don't know, man.
Oh, no, you get strep throat. Jeez, come on.
Sick again. Always getting sick. Strep throat sucks.
It really does.
All throat stuff sucks.
I'm desperate.
He's probably trained to somebody. Jeff knows if he's calling him that something's wrong.
Yeah, you're right.
You can tell I didn't make it this morning. I'm
Should have at
sick.
least called.
Yes.
Yeah, you could have texted. You could have texted back in 2008.
Yeah, 25 cents
really
per text.
Weird. I have last night I had chills and I mean I was shivering most of the night.
Don't worry. Just keep the calories that were in there and make good choices with that.
Cut forward a little bit more here and see what's happening
Broken
now.
the 160.
That's pretty good advice, though. It's right, Greg. Just keep on.
Range, and now we're below 160.
It sucks getting sick when you're prepping, you know?
So now we just need to look at the evaluation one more time just to see what you think, and then what do you think?
Go forward from there. Well, we got 2 weeks from Saturday, so just a couple days over 2 weeks. Definitely the finish line is in sight, but the reports so far are great. Now we need to see physically where you're at to help me decide what we're going to do next week.
I'm excited to see the show day.
Me too.
From the ground up.
Okay.
Looks like he's tanning too, doesn't it?
Yep, you're doing well.
Tricep is.
Yeah,
it does. He's got some hamstrings on. He's got some legs on. You know.
Yeah,
Waist is getting nice and tight.
So this is before men's physique, or would they would have totally told him like do men's physique, you know?
Oh yeah.
And make sure you keep.
Well, back then all they had was bodybuilding. That's it.
Right.
Getting that side done.
Which I kind of like that personally, man. It forces you to step up to the plate. If you're going to do it, you're going to go all the way, you know?
And it's cool because like there's so many different physiques in bodybuilding, you know?
There really are.
You could be a little more slender, you could be a giant mass monster, and you just put everything up there and you figure it out. You know, best man wins. You don't have to look a certain way to be a bodybuilder. You just have to look good in the poses. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I got him.
Now, who wouldn't be if your birthday was on July 4th? Now,
You can't eat all this stuff on July 4th or your mom's birthday.
None of
Not when you have a show in August.
Yeah.
I wonder what the show would have been that he's doing.
The summer show in Redford, huh?
August. So the Michigan used to be in June, or like May, June earlier.
Yeah.
Right? Central States is more like
He was here.
August,
I fully
September.
understood the
There
magnitude
you go.
of 6 months of sacrificing
I wonder who the promoter was. Was it
I
a
wonder
Remy?
too.
2 weeks to
I
go,
wonder
my
too,
diet
man.
was killing my energy by the middle of the day. Sleep was
Yeah.
never.
He's in nap time now.
Oh yeah, 4%. That's what he just
I
said.
don't know, man.
I don't
4%.
look anything like this at all. See, we've been taking him weekly.
He looks
And
great. Like
just
from
recently,
where he started, just looks
it's
really good.
been
Yeah, he does.
just like falling off. Because we just took one little tiny 100-calorie ultra lean So now I can be called Ultraman for real.
Mm-hmm.
Does this blow your mind?
You read about it, you're like, okay, yeah, that's how the body works. But then, I mean, you're almost burning as many calories now per day as what you were when you're 174 pounds.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't look at that and be like, oh, 4%.
Calories now.
No.
So obviously.
No, I wouldn't either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're at 400 calorie loss.
Like, I'd look at Hottie and be like, 4%.
Yeah. You know, Hottie's got a lot more muscle, though, too.
That's right.
That's true. You know?
That's true.
But we're going to just walk.
He's got a lot more skin than Hottie does, I think, as well.
Yeah.
He's actually running too. It's kind of. I mean, you can jog as a smaller guy. That's not a problem, I suppose.
Yeah, you can jog. You got the energy to jog. Go for it.
1 week out.
So that's what you're gonna do. That's your last week assignment, obviously starting Monday. Yep.
Water stuff probably, huh?
Let's see. This is his training. Seated row, 3 sets for 6 reps.
Oh,
pull downs, 3 sets for 6. Shrugs, 2 sets for 6. That's the whole workout.
He's going low reps, huh? Those are natty reps.
Yeah. Yeah, right?
Yep.
Cable crunch, military press, and let's see, something off leg press. 2 sets of 8 reps on the leg press. Then Wednesday is leg press, 3 sets, 6 reps. Stiff leg deads, 2 sets of 6 reps. Thursday is chest, tries, and buys. Okay. Friday is, what does that say? Pose and something?
Pose and, yeah, I can't see what it says either.
So he has a training.
Pose and paint.
Pose and paint. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah.
Enjoy the experience on Saturday. You made it. So he's having him train all the way up till Thursday, it looks like.
Yeah. I like that too.
Yeah?
For most everybody. Yeah.
I usually have him stop on Wednesday.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, they put it on the screen here.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Now, I wonder if this is just for the last week, so he's just like,
Yeah.
preserving as much as he can. Okay.
Yeah.
So.
But you said you liked like the higher, the lower reps when you were natty?
Yeah, I think it's important.
Working your back is the hardest.
You can maximize like rep range under 8, and
yeah,
a lot of natty is about building strength and hoping the gains come along with it. So
yeah.
So it's a matter of trying to be as strong as you can get in your natural range. That takes heavy weights and low reps for the most part. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe I would have done it. That's just the road that I took, and what worked. But I don't know for sure. Like, what if I did things the other way around? It's like a lot of reps and a lot of like I'm training now. Maybe that would have been the go-to. Who knows?
Yeah. All right. So here's his meal: 1/4 cup of oats. And that's his pre-workout. 1 scoop of protein, 1/2 scoop of creatine, 10 grams of glutamine. Got to get the glutamine in there. 2 scoops of protein post with a 1/2 scoop of creatine, another 10 grams. So you got 20 grams of creatine in here.
Yeah,
meal 2, half a meal replacement and a half a potato.
Ooh.
Then chicken breast only for meal 3. Half a meal replacement. This is a pretty low volume diet of food. You know what I mean? He's got a couple chicken meals, and the rest of it is basically protein powder.
He's not, and 20 fucking grams of creatine. It's like a Celtec shake,
Yeah, you know what, man? And I wonder if it was back then, when that Muscle Tech was real popular.
It have to have been, yeah.
And who does meal replacements anymore? That was totally like a 2005 move,
Yeah. Half a packet of Metrex.
Yeah, the Dave Palumbo plan. He did solid food meal, followed by 2 metric shakes. Then a solid food meal, 2 metric shakes, solid food meal, 2 metric shakes. That was his. That was his whole diet.
Me go to McDonald's, get 6 patties, and eat those.
Yeah. It's 300 pounds.
I want McDonald's. I'm getting McDonald's today. I just decided.
You should.
I will.
Eat it for both of us.
I will do.
Should I save my evil emperor laugh until you leave the office, or should I let it loose now?
Hold on.
Yeah. Did you ever get to the point where you ever just like emotional, or is that something because
yesterday?
You said you were basically a shut-in.
Yeah.
And then so that kept you away from social activities and things like that. But it's like little things get to me, stupid stuff gets to me. You know.
That's the wiles of hunger pains.
Oh yeah.
Just crying for no reason. Just
crying for no reason.
Those demands are on there.
Yeah. Maybe you need an aromatase inhibitor.
Challenging, but that's why it is.
No, he's natty.
Really in great shape. I mean, how many people come in and they look at your picture out there? I mean, I've been open 3.5 years, and I have photos of myself up around here and whatever. But my point is, you've got more reaction out of your photographs than anything that I've had. And a lot of people come to me, I want to look like Stuart, I want to do what Stuart did. But look at what you've gone through to make such a dramatic change, and you look fantastic, you look great. But you've worked your ass off to get there, right? So you're just feeling some of the effects of a lot of months strung together. And the thing is, you took it to...
He's a good coach. He explains stuff pretty well.
You took it to another level because we
had a normie that has never done this sort of thing before.
So
I think we both probably worked with people in that exact same position.
Sure.
You know?
And we just got to make sure we bring it home. And trust me, any little thing you go through right now will be all worth it on that day. It will. I know that sounds kind of weird, but it will. It'll be more than worth it that day.
Oh, is this no!
You're the last week, man.
Yeah, more emotional stuff.
Write it out.
There it is.
Start this.
All right, you need a CERM, some CERM.
He needs a Big Mac, is what he needs.
He does.
Seriously, if you gave him a Big Mac right now, he would literally be fine.
Yeah, you would transform his life, and it would fill him out for this final week, anyways. You know.
That's quite a gamble. I don't know if I'd want to do that, but
you'll be fine. Load up on the Big Mac, and then drop your water, and then paint and pose. You know.
Posing rehearsals. So we've
Putting together a posing routine was awkward, and if you have no idea what you're doing, you look absolutely ridiculous.
How are you again in the back?
I'm here.
It's fun editing,
the choreography comes into play. So here.
You have this, and you can also lunge with your back to the audience.
This way.
Yep.
And then we go.
When you have a good physique like Jeff, it all works, you know?
All that stuff.
Oh, yeah. He can just freeball it if he wants to. It'll be amazing.
I don't have tricep pose in there?
Some guys have to try it.
There's just a little bit of loose skin here. Yeah, good job, man. You're looking great.
157 pounds.
But as good as you look, you have about 4 days to look better. So just keep using these days, and then Saturday you will be, sharp as a tack. It should be perfectly weighing in right at the cutoff of the lightweight class. It should be perfect.
So you know what he needs to do? He needs to put some preparation H on his lower belly, wrap it in saran wrap, and go for a 10.
Right. But if you would have just tried to drop.
Yeah, that was an old school trick to get rid of lower stomach.
I remember hearing about that. I think I tried it one time.
Yeah, it works. I mean, it worked for me, anyways. I didn't do this saran wrap, but I did use the preparation H.
Yeah,
a long time ago. Yeah.
I wrapped it. I used the saran wrap, left it on overnight.
Oh, overnight. Ooh.
Yeah, you wrap it, and then that way you can sleep with it on.
What do you think of Squeams? Now that it's been over a decade since.
Yeah, remember how much people were talking about them when they first came out?
Yeah, it was all the rage.
I think they're just part of the regular thing now. Like everybody just has one, you know?
Yeah. I think they do work, honestly. I do.
Oh yeah, they definitely do.
Yeah.
I mean, they're gonna, of course, atrophy some of the muscles in your core, but it is what it is.
But it's basically a polishing thing for contest day. I mean, you can't just always be wearing a corset every day of your life,
Yeah.
Just to look on the beach or something.
I know people that do wear them through their whole prep though, and guys are using them now too.
I get it. Yeah, I get it. If you got a contest coming up, then I definitely get it.
Yeah.
No, I mean, you got to make that waist as insignificant as possible.
Yeah. Oh, 2 days adjustments to get even more lean?
We're
How?
Wednesday night. We got 2 more days to go. You got 3 more cardio sessions is all. 1 more workout tomorrow. Friday, no workouts, just 1 cardio, and then get your color on. And then tomorrow you understand that you're not going to salt anything yourself. Right. You're going to limit your vegetable portions to like a bowl, and you're going to only drink a gallon of fluid.
Right. And we still do the chicken breast and
still do everything exactly. Stay with the same,
no salt,
same nutrition, and same calories.
I don't know if I agree with all that.
It's, you know, that's what we all did though back then. You know, like that was the common thing, was to pull salt out in that last week, and then you know, especially like right on Thursday, Friday, and then throw it back in, you know, Friday night, Saturday kind of thing. But I think that we all know better nowadays than that.
Yeah. Yep. Get your salt from some burgers and fries.
Yeah. Here we go. One day to go weigh in.
Friday, the morning before, and I have to weigh myself in. So let's take a look.
Let's see what he weighs.
He's got to put his tan on too.
Yeah, yeah. And you know what? Back then, he would have been doing it himself.
156, 157.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're right. He'd be doing the old pro tan, you know?
Yeah, they're not paying someone else to spray him at this era.
No.
All right.
That didn't even exist.
Telling me you're
Unless Jantana was there.
Yeah.
Okay, so 154. You know, three or so pounds we got to work
154
with, but we don't
is lightweight, right?
We'd rather be safe.
Yeah.
They got to come from somewhere, and they're not magically going to go away. So you really got to do me a favor today, and the fluid's got to stay no more than
quarter gallon,
3/4 gallon,
go for it. And the diazide.
Take them.
Here you go.
Every 4 hours.
All right.
Holy shit.
And nothing miscellaneous at all, meaning you know what's on that list, but we really got to make sure that that's going to be gone. So you got your cardio today. In fact, you know, I really think you got to push that one real hard.
Put a hoodie on while you do your cardio.
And we're going to see where you're at in the morning, but you might even need to keep fluid lower than that. Let me think about that before you go. In fact,
and the corset.
Half, no more.
Don't forget your corset.
Change my mind.
Okay.
He's going to do a half gallon now.
We're going to find 3 pounds.
Oh, you're going to go to sleep, and you're going to wake up, and you're going to be 3 pounds lighter.
Where?
That's right.
You are.
Yeah.
My legs? Nope. Nothing left of my legs. They're all... You can see the veins.
Gallon of water weighs what? 9 pounds.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
Had a little injury this morning. That should go away. But good grief, man. 3 pounds.
Yeah, he'll be like 151, probably.
Yeah, you call him 151?
Yeah, I think so.
She doesn't know I'm going to call.
Maybe even less, you know.
But she epitomizes
Hit that phone.
why people don't like bodybuilding.
Why's you got a burner, dude?
Well, it's almost done, so I can return to normal.
Matches his shirt.
This sure does.
What's that? I changed disposition. What do you mean?
Sometimes you're like you're right now, and other times you're kind of down.
Well, yeah, you're down when you don't, when you can't have cake, and then when I wake up on Saturday, I probably won't eat anything until after weigh-in, and that's gonna.
Oh my god.
Like that's the worst part of it all, huh? Like, oh my god, no breakfast on Saturday.
The second I know, the second I win.
We'll skip the looking back. Who's this?
Finally finish off his
Jeff's lifting partner.
How he's
Cool.
gonna say goodbye. Not so much goodbye to him.
Garza chiropractic.
Yeah. You think he's a chiropractor?
I don't know. Could be a free shirt.
Together for 20
Could be.
Yeah. Yep. And 20 years and
Man, it looks like a cool gym. Like I
know, man. It really does.
Like it looks clean and nice, and everything's well kept up. Nothing's broken or dirty.
People from Adrian, I think, would be real nice. You know.
Oh, they are. Yeah, nice
Fans and
folks.
friends who haven't seen me on stage before get one last look before I hang up the suit for good.
Yeah.
What's he doing? A guest pose or something?
I think so. Yeah.
Cool.
The day of the contest, all I could think about was my weight. I was 156 pounds and needed to come in at 154 1/4. Weigh-in was closing in on each mile, and if I didn't make
I'm going
lightweight,
to ask Remy
I would be the
if
smallest
he was the
guy in the
promoter.
middleweight class.
I wonder if I bet it was before. Oh, there it is. There's a theater.
Would stop
That's right,
their
they're in it.
chances of winning anything.
Maybe Remy's in
It's
this.
always
You can find him.
best
Let's find
to be
him.
the top
Yeah.
of the
Standing
weight
around.
class.
He'd be very young, right?
Yeah.
Should be perfectly weighing in right at the cutoff of the lightweight class.
We're gonna just walk right into it.
Yep.
Without a problem.
You say 154 and a quarter is the
Yep.
cutoff.
Oh, shit. 3/4 pound over.
Get your ass to the sauna.
Get an enema.
He gets outside, it's hot, you can
Yeah.
run around. Basically all you can do is sweat or go to the bathroom, but it should be enough that you can get it.
What about some hydrochlorothiazide? No?
Yeah, he's gonna go up and down the street.
Careful in that neighborhood.
Yeah.
Wait in, so hopefully whatever
Stay in the
he does,
parking
he'll
lot,
do it in a
will
hurry.
you?
Look at they're showing Airplane. Which Airplane is showing September 13th. That was a Seconds theater, though. I guess they didn't have.
I waited right on the dot.
Yeah,
at the
yeah,
USA,
because that movie
right
came
on
out
the
in like
actual quarter,
77.
So, but I was doing this beforehand because I was in my room checking.
Trying to
it out
figure out when
so
this, you know what I
going
mean,
up
when
and
this
down
came
the
out.
stairs
Still.
and
I think
and the
it
day
looks
keep
like
trying
late
to, and it wasn't,
2000s
I
to
just
me.
right
Like,
on the dot.
Yeah, I think you're
I
right.
was doing this, but prior I've never missed it on the actual weigh-in, so this is kind of uncharted waters for me too. But there's really only one answer.
I'm gonna try to look it up.
It's got to come out somehow.
We just called the Dean and Masters up there, so you got to get in. All right.
There isn't one. No, you just keep going to sauna. You're gonna, fuck up your tan.
Yeah.
All right. It's the moment of truth. So he's got one last shot. He's got to try to hurry up and get up there and get.
Oh, so
weighed
the
in
movie came out in
because
2009.
It's called the bantamweights.
Yeah, that's about right.
Over there.
Yeah, so it's probably like 2008. Stuart McDonald is his name.
Maybe get one last chance to win, but he's pushing the time limit now. So I don't know if they're even gonna let him try it.
Let's see if
I'm looking for Remy. Is that John down there?
I was wondering about that. It's like John Simmons. Nah, is it? I think it is.
Yeah, I think that Remy would have been the promoter. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think so. Oh, you made it. Huh?
Alright, the first hurdle has been cleared. I planned it this way all the time to really get it. See, now he's going to be really heightened in his focus, so it worked perfectly.
They weren't going to let me do it. They said that time, they said that time is come and gone. We can't be holding you up. We can't be holding everybody up. I said, I went to the bathroom.
Was that
and
Jeff
came back,
Zygo?
and there was a whole other line going on here. And
Where? I missed him.
I said,
I remember Jeff's.
they weren't going to let me
That
do it.
yeah. that guy.
Holy shit! That's it.
that Jeff?
I
couldn't tell for sure.
Well, I saw it was a big dude with a big beard. That's Jeff Zygo usually.
And there was a whole other line going on here, and I said, look, take me 2 seconds. Take me 2 seconds. And he goes, all right. So I step on the scale. Boom. I'm at the very top of the lightweight class.
Now, back on task.
Yes.
You got the numbers you need, and you already checked in everything you need with the lightweight class and everything, so you're all checked in?
The only thing that I don't have is they haven't taken my music or anything yet.
Okay. And you haven't taken from anybody yet, though?
No, not that I know of.
Okay, so just got to make sure that now that this is behind you, back on task, we'll start getting in some.
I just asked Remy
carbohydrates,
what show this would have been.
Water, and just make
Nice.
sure that everything
You'll
is, all the I's are dotted, T's are crossed, music's handed in, all that stuff.
I'm very anxious to see. I have no idea who's in this class.
All those
I haven't
Michigan
seen
theaters were
anybody up
cool.
there. I don't know how tough it's going to be, but
Yeah, so
I'm
that
anxious to
theater,
see him up there and
I think it was
doing
built in the
everything that we practice,
20s.
and
And
I believe he's as good as he can
you can
be
see.
today, given
I'm gonna
where
roll
we-
back here just a little bit.
Now that this is
You can see. It's not in focus. It's like a Japanese theater. The way they had that walls all set up and everything.
Yeah,
and
I can see that.
During World War II, there was a strong sentiment against that culture, and so they ended up like putting paneling up over all of that, and it was all hidden and gone. They just made it into like a traditional Americanized theater and all that. And then I can't remember when it was, but somewhere in the 80s or so, they peeled it all away and they restored it to what it originally had been, into the Japanese theater look.
Nice.
To see, I have no idea who's in this class. I didn't.
And the ceiling was really cool. It was like a big dome, and it had it had like the sky painted with like clouds, and there was little speckly lights of stars and stuff. It was a really cool theater.
Very cool. Yeah.
All right, let's see what happens here, Vij.
Yeah. Let's go to the contest time already.
All right. Yeah. Here we go.
Oh, all right. Here we go.
It's kind of like Shelby. All balled up there and
back when Shelby was natty.
Yeah. All right, come on. He's in good shape.
Yeah, not bad. I mean, for never doing this.
Tight. Yeah.
Good shape. Like pretty lean, you know.
Yeah.
He's got Christmas tree going on, so that's pretty good.
Yeah, there it is. Look at that.
Yeah, it's real good. Real lean. Decent calves. Some hamstrings there.
Yeah.
I want to see the lineup.
I do too.
Come on, show me the lineup. I want to see what's happening here.
Could pull his trunks up a little bit.
Yeah.
Relax. Overhead, down on side.
Remy said, I believe he did. I can't recall the show, Old Man Syndrome.
Good. Relax. Most muscular.
Nice. Yes,
All right.
Relax, gentlemen. 36, 34.
That's Remy talking.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, that was Remy talking.
You would know. Burger and fry?
To guess, I'd say he took first in the lightweight opens, and
wow.
I think it's really close, first or second in the Masters. If I were judging it, I would have given him first, not only because I'm biased, but I think overall he was a little bit better than the other guy. But I think that it's pretty sure that he's top two in both, because they called his number for drug testing for both, which is a real good sign, because typically
it was a natural Michigan.
They're testing 1 and 2, so we know he's 1 and 2 in both of those. It's just a question of which one. And this is
it was the natural Michigan.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You know, I always, that's why I never like to say, well, it's for sure, even when it was
that would make a lot of sense as to why Jeff was doing his thing over here.
All right.
And your runner-up, second place here in the lightweight class tonight. Number 34, Stuart McDonald.
All right.
Second. There, good. Good job.
And that's Remy on stage there.
He's everywhere now.
I think it was.
In our Masters division.
Oh, that other guy's got some muscle.
Stuart McDonald.
Yeah.
Yeah, the other guy had some muscle on him.
There you have it.
Well, yeah, he's black.
And now I look like the guys in all those ads.
You know they're just better, Scott. Come on. We're doing this a lot.
Win. The contest was everything Jeff said it would be. It was a blast, and I can proudly say I was runner-up in the Michigan State Bodybuilding Championships lightweight division. There isn't a single person in my circle of friends that can make that claim.
It had to be the natural Michigan, though, or else they wouldn't have been testing him, you know?
Oh, yeah.
He said the Michigan State.
On the positive side, it is possible to look like the guy in the ad. You don't need a book, complicated machine, weird diet, or pill. And there isn't a vaccination, nor any one single thing I did. I also didn't take any drugs, steroids, or growth hormones. I got ripped and shredded through smart supplementation, healthy dieting, and 100% execution of a well thought out plan. Plain and simple, it was old school hard work. Nothing more, nothing less. On the negative side, achieving single-digit body fat is totally unreasonable for the majority of people
it really
with
is.
real lives and families. It's unsustainable and unhealthy. And to give you a perspective, within 3 days of this contest, my abs were gone and I gained 10 pounds. On the flip side, you can have a more fulfilling life with 15 to 20% body fat, like in this photo. Maintaining it is much easier, but remember, you can only get there by combining both diet and demanding workouts. We spend billions a year looking for the easiest way to train.
Yeah, so this is good, man. I told you, I felt like this would be a blast from the past. You know what I mean? It was just something It took me back to early 2000s fields.
Oh yeah. It's always good to review some Michigan stuff too.
Yeah. Did you have anything you wanted to review or react to?
No, I don't. No, not that I can think of. I don't have any supplement reviews because I'm not using any new supplements. It's all the same crap. Just a little Primo.
Just the Primo is your 100 milligrams a day of oral Primo is your main supplement.
That is the main supplement. That should be everyone's main supplement, I think.
I got you. Well, hey, listen, do you mind if we take a quick break? And I've got a couple more things I'd love to show you.
Let's do it.
Hey, you little Mr. Wonderfuls out there. You think Mr. Wonderful got to look like this by eating wimp food like cheeseburgers, french fries, and quiche? Get real. A talented, serious athlete like me needs real nutrition. So I drink Joe Weider's Dynamic Muscle Builder. It's got high-quality protein, amino acid, vitamins, minerals, and other important stuff I need to meet my opponent in the ring. And it tastes great, too. And it's just like a thick, rich milkshake. Joe Weider's Dynamic Muscle Builder. Tough nutrition for us tough athletes. And here's the number.
Okay, Paul, to order, call 1-800-368-4UWF. Dynamic Muscle Builder is also available by sending a check or money order to Weider Health and Fitness, 702 Washington Street, Marina Del Rey, California, 90292. Or go to your nearest GNC store and ask for Dynamic Muscle Builder.
And we are back from commercial break, and we got some fun stuff to do now too. This whole thing has been fun stuff.
It kind of has, man. This is like just us hanging out, watching some old school bodybuilding stuff.
Yeah, I mean, this is what we do anyways, just recording it and throwing it on YouTube.
Pretty much. I got one, man, that is like, when we talk about old school, this is like super old school. Now, Ron and Dusty and I did a reaction video to what's his name? Mike Menzer a while back. It was like right before, it was like shot, we found out later it was like shot right before Mike left us, basically. And it was like when he was kind of at the end of the rope, and he had like a lot of mental illness, a lot of, abuse stuff going on. And it was just, he was weird. And people were not happy with our response to how weird he was at that time. They're like, oh man, it's mental health and, all that. Anyway, that said, I thought, you know what? It left a bad taste in my mouth because that's not to me who Mike Mentzer was. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah,
so I pulled this video up, and I thought if there's anybody that I wanted to watch this with, Vij, it would be you. Because this goes
I'm honored. I'll take
all
Mike
the way
Mentzer
freaking back, man. This is like early, yeah.
We see that?
early Mike Mentzer.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can. Oh man, there's more.
Because Mike Mentzer was like, he was known for doing like a lot of, he was a DECA guy, lots and lots of DECA, from what I understand.
Yeah.
I wonder if DECA, like all that DECA has something to do with, mental issues and mental health and stuff. And you see it a lot,
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Like, because those guys never did any testosterone, which is, your base hormone as a man. Even that can change your thinking a little bit, but it's not like a Nortest and not testosterone. I feel like that'll do something different to your brain chemistry and to synapses, and I don't know. I just imagine it has something to do with it. Like you see a lot of some of the old timers, and they're just kind of burnt out in life. I don't know if it's the DECA or what it was, man. It's just
yeah, I don't know. But I can see where you're going with that, though. The mental health thing.
Investigate. Yeah,
there's a lot of people, man, who don't do well with DECA.
Yeah, I think so. I like to believe that it does have something to do with it, just because it just makes sense. That's not a master hormone for a man, so it's going to do some other things.
It is a physiological fact that during exercise,
I like that shirt.
Muscles of the body demand more energy than the smaller ones.
I like that mustache.
It is advantageous, therefore.
It's got it all going on.
He does. I got these glasses because of Mike's glasses.
When more energy is readily available. From there, you can proceed to work the other major muscle groups of the body in descending order from the largest to the smallest. The leg muscles constitute the largest muscle masses.
I would have loved to have done a consultation with him.
Hamstrings are predominant.
It'd be interesting, that's for sure.
Below the knee, we have the
thighs.
gastrocnemius muscle, better known as the calf.
They ought to show Mike's calves, dude. He had some of the best calves on the planet.
Yeah, he did. Well, there you go. There you go.
I don't know if that's his or not, though.
It was, because he was posing earlier. Yeah.
Oh, shit.
And the latissimus dorsi, which is responsible for the popular...
He had wild triceps, too. Fucking arms.
I think you're about to see him.
Next in descending
That's not Mike.
Oh,
who
is that?
I don't know. This is a model of some kind.
Muscle masses associated with this one muscle group. Pectoralis major. And
Would it be Ray?
I gotta see the face. He's got a mustache. It could be Ray. It's not Mike. That's for sure. Because I know Mike's back.
You know Mike's back when you see it.
Yeah, I know Mike's back when I see it.
Deltoid heads, which allow freedom of movement in all directions, are the anterior deltoid, the lateral deltoid, and the posterior deltoid. This corresponds to the front, side, and rear portions of the shoulder area.
I like how they light him up.
Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good, like effects for back then.
Yeah, it really is.
We can even light up the muscles in this chart. Oh,
the
what?
triceps, comprised of 3 heads, make up 2/3 of the total mass.
Here comes the light up. There it goes. Yeah. I knew it was coming. It's a good tricep right there.
Yeah, that's a pointy tricep at that.
But they're more efficient than other body parts, despite their relatively small size. Pay close attention to the order of your workout.
Right.
Abdominal muscles should be worked last in order to provide a winding down effect at the end of your workout.
Winding down effect.
It is absolutely essential to warm up properly before engaging in any intense physical exercise.
Hey, who's the broad?
A safeguard against
I don't know,
injury.
but he knows how to dress.
Recommended are various
They all do.
movements, including
her outfit is great, huh?
toe touching,
That's crazy, man.
You could wear an outfit like that nowadays as a woman, I feel like.
Spend
I
no
think you
more
could
than
too.
10 minutes engaged
Yeah,
in
because they're
warm-up
all basically
activity.
like that.
Then
They're
move
all like
immediately to the workout
tight
so as
things.
not to lose the benefits of the warm-up. Further
She has like, what are those things on her forearms?
In a particular muscle group during the first several reps.
Those are Wonder Woman gauntlets.
Right?
When engaging in various
Oh, wait.
Just in case things get crazy.
I think it's long sleeve.
Doing this will
Oh,
eliminate
it's one
nerve
sleeve?
impulse.
It's a one continuous sleeve.
I think it is. Yeah. That area up there
Stretch into a comfortable
is
position and hold
is
it for
gold.
several seconds
Is
until your
that is
muscles
not
relax.
skin, is what you're telling
Then
me.
gently
Exactly.
stretch it
You're
further
right, it is
until you
gold.
feel
Yeah.
sufficiently
It's a great
loose and
outfit. I like it.
It is.
Now let's get back to the workout.
I'd wear that. Yeah. What if we could get matching outfits like that and do our own
To
videos?
ensure that the entire muscle is worked,
it would be a
it
big
is
seller.
important that
Yeah.
you perform all of the exercises.
Ooh, there's a
to
nice
full
Nautilus
range of motion.
pullover.
He fucking
Let's move
loves
from
that
a fully
machine, dude.
extended position
You only
to a
ever
fully
see him using that
contracted
machine
position.
if he's going to use a machine.
Once the fully contracted position is reached, pause momentarily before lowering the
See,
weight slowly
those are the
back
calves
to
I
the
remember.
position.
My calves.
If a momentary pause is impossible while the muscle is
Yeah,
in
those
the
are some
fully
calves.
contracted
Also, I
position,
like the tall socks. The tall socks make the calves
you
look
should
even
be able
bigger.
to hold the weight
Well,
in a
you got to
fully
have big
contracted
calves first of
position.
all. You know what I mean? The
As you
socks ain't
continue
gonna
to
help
move
so
the
much.
weight into the
Yeah, you're right
second
about
or
that.
negative phase of
Yeah.
repetition,
I don't care how
you must
good,
remember to
how
slowly
high your
lower the
socks
weight to
are.
the point where the
Or how
muscle is
nice they
fully
are.
extended.
Yeah,
Keep
if
in
you don't have the
mind
calves.
that you are after
Look at the little
the
plates on that
activation
machine.
of
Look how many
as many
plates
muscle
there are.
fibers as possible.
Yeah.
The
I wonder how
key
much
is
the stack
to
is.
obtain a full contraction.
It looks
as well as a
heavy.
full extension of the muscle at
He's got
once.
great shoes.
There's
I like those
nothing
shoes.
magical
Oh, there we
or
go.
mysterious about this.
He's doing deadlifts, huh?
In order for resistance exercise to
She's
be
working on
effective,
that too.
muscular
Yeah.
involvement must be at a maximum. By performing a repetition too rapidly, the momentum will. You should avoid fast, jerky repetitions. Aggressive overload is the cornerstone of an effective.
Oh
weight
God, do you
training
remember that,
program.
man? When people used to
Add more
shrug
weight,
like
do
that,
more repetitions.
she was like
Yeah.
rolling her shoulders
Along the
back.
entire length.
I was
Hold
wondering
on.
what the hell she was doing.
Yeah, dude, we were taught back in the 80s that when you shrugged, you would shrug like
You
this,
should avoid
and you would
fast,
roll
Yeah.
your shoulders
repetitions.
back.
Yeah.
You're gonna
Yeah.
roll them back.
Overload is the cornerstone of an
Yeah.
effective.
It's a
weight
Nobody
great way
does
to
that
throw out a
anymore.
rib head.
Add more weight. Do more repetitions. This is how you.
Like this looks like
continue
an
to improve.
upright row
If
slash
you
shrug.
persist
Yeah,
in
it really
handling the
does.
Same amount of weight for the same number of repetitions, you'll never.
Also, that
progress.
shirt looks like it's a
Your
medium.
muscles will have no reason to grow bigger.
That's the
and
right
stronger.
size then.
Yeah, it looks good on it. Don't get me wrong,
The
man.
following method
Hell yeah.
is aggressively overloading the muscles.
This is the
Choose a
80s.
weight
That
for
sort of
each
thing was
exercise which
just an
barely
everyday
allows the
thing.
Oh,
performance
yeah.
of 8 repetitions in
Those
perfectly
shorts
strict
as
form.
well.
Yeah.
As you continue to train to failure,
And those shorts are
your strength
really
and size will
short.
undoubtedly increase.
I like them. They're great.
They're pretty cool.
When you have
It's a good
progressed
look
to the point of
overall.
being able to perform
You just got to be that
repetitions,
jacked with those socks in order to pull that
10% more weight
off.
to the bar.
Got to have nice quads,
Your
decent
goal again
shoes,
being
and a mustache.
progressive increase of intensity
And you can pull it
and
off.
workload placed on the muscle. Intermediate and advanced trainees with at least 1 to 2 years of regular.
It's a pretty heavy
training
fly, if you ask
will
me.
benefit greatly.
I was
from
thinking, I was like, those are
application of
80s.
various
Are those
other
80s? 90s, maybe?
This includes such things as
I used to see
force
Jordan
reps and
Janowitz
pre-exhaustion.
fly like the 80s,
For
90s.
force repetition,
Yeah.
And
immediately
he was
after your
scary
own
looking, man.
maximal
Because,
rep,
you know, he trained
have a
like
partner assist in the
Branch.
completion of 2
Yeah,
more repetitions,
yeah.
which would have otherwise been impossible. This
So he
will
just
raise
pick him
the
up and be like,
intensity level
lightweight.
in
And
additional
then,
increments.
oh my God.
After
I don't know how he
exhausting
didn't
your
tear
capacity
something.
to control negative
jeez.
resistance movement, you attain a state of total muscular failure.
Nice. Good superset here,
Additional
huh?
performance
Straight
of
into
negative
it.
repetitions
Heavy flies
have
and
a
then boom.
partner assist in
Is that
raising the
incline or
weight.
flat? It's flat.
With any remaining
looks
available
flat.
strength, lower the weight slowly back to the starting position. The single most important factor.
This one's gonna be hard.
influencing
I can tell.
increased muscle size and
Oh, yeah.
strength is your capacity to utilize 100% of your momentary ability.
Oh, we're still going here.
He's going past failure. He's going heavy duty style.
Training to failure should be followed by everyone wishing to increase
I like that machine.
growth.
Yeah.
By performing an
Yeah.
exercise to a point
Something
where you
about
no
it. I
longer
don't know.
lose the weight.
So he's
Got one of
totally
those-
deloading it at the bottom. You see that?
No, I don't see it.
Like at the bottom of the rep, he's literally stopping. The weight is at rest there.
Oh, right. Okay, that's what you mean.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I like to do it like that too.
Do you?
When an
Yeah,
exercise
yeah.
involves 2 or more muscles where one is a weak
On that
link.
machine, anyways.
Right.
Conventional weight exercises involve the use of several muscle groups. These compound movements, as they are so called, are seen to involve stronger primary muscles and weaker secondary muscles. In a bench press, for example, it isn't the pectorals that prevent you from lifting more weight or doing more repetitions. It's the smaller, weaker tricep muscle. Situations like this consistently prevent the primary muscles from being worked to a maximum.
You think those shorts have built-in underwear, or is he wearing tighty whities?
Man, that's a good question. I don't know.
It is the 80s after all.
Yeah. Did they wear underwear back in the 80s?
Tighty whities was the big thing back
Yeah,
then.
that's all they made, wasn't it?
Yeah. But those shorts look like they could potentially have some built-in underwear, you know, like they could double as like a swimsuit or something.
Yeah.
It
makes sense.
Yeah.
As Ray demonstrates, proceed immediately with 0 rest time from an isolation.
Oh, it's Ray.
To a compound exercise.
Dude,
There's Mike. There we go.
See, it's the shoulders and the arms. It's like something was off about this mustache, guys. Like, this is not right. It
Yeah.
doesn't look 100% like
Yeah, I wasn't sold on it either, but I felt like
Yeah.
it's Mike's. Holy.
I was like,
He's
I was
about
like,
to fail on the third rep here.
It's like Mike, but he no deck or D-ball, maybe.
Yeah.
Just.
Ray had a better physique than Mike, didn't he?
You think so? I like Mike's better.
Yeah, I thought that
Ray was pretty good.
I thought that I had heard people say that Ray's physique was better. I have to see him side by side. I don't know if I ever really saw him posing against each other.
Ray was real complete, and Mike was kind of like a freak because he's shorter, and he was like wider as a result. You know, his like shoulders were really wide, and you know he's got that dense muscle about him that Ray didn't necessarily have. Ray looked great. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah. Let me tell you something, man. He was about to fail there on that third rep, and he's gotten like 7 more reps since then.
Yeah, he's still going.
Don't get stuck on using pre-exhaustion or any other method exclusively. Using pre-exhaustion once a week for each body part is sufficient.
This is the 80s, man. He's using some of that Snow White Bam Bam, if you know what I'm saying. He can get those extra reps. It's not a big deal.
The tendency will be a desire to do more. This, however, is neither desirable nor possible. You can train hard or you can train long.
Oh man, my elbows are killing me right now.
I know,
just looking
dude.
at this.
I'm watching it too. I'm like, oh god, oh it hurts so bad.
You know, here's the difference of training from the 80s to training now. I remember doing this exercise with my dad and his friends, and I said, my elbow hurts when I press this up. And you know what they told me? They're like, well, you just have to push through that.
Yeah.
You have to just keep pushing through that and overcome that, you know? I was like, but
Get over it,
it's
Junior.
like my elbow, it really hurts. And they're like, you got to keep your elbows in real tight. It's gonna hurt, but that's okay. Just push through the pain. It's not in the muscle, Dad.
Yeah. And then 35 years later, osteoarthritis in your elbows.
Exactly.
What is this from? God, my elbows hurt so much all the time.
Direct application of these high-intensity training principles will guarantee optimal progress. While it is true that each of us are unique as personalities, it is also true that we are physiologically
And another thing
alike,
is,
making
Mike had a littler head
identical.
too
Yes.
than Ray, and that makes everything look even bigger on him.
Oh, yeah.
Look at his tricep in his arm there. It's like it's all sticking out, all funny because he's huge. You know?
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Get what
he
you
doesn't
mean
look like
there.
he's been training. You know? Right now.
muscles only when you train with increasing levels of intensity. This is universal and applies to all human beings. Intense training is purposeful behavior aimed at the goal of increasing muscular size and strength. In order to train as hard as possible, you must retain a clear image of your purpose. Once your goal is sharply but realistically defined, all that remains is carrying out
He kind of
your
became
plan.
a caricature of himself
Don't, however,
eventually. You know what I
worry
mean?
About your individual potential.
Yeah.
Potential
I
is
can see
only
that.
the expression of a possibility, something that can be assessed accurately only in retrospect. In other words, you'll never know how good you might have become unless you try. So let's get with it. Here now is a basic 3-day
There you go.
routine
That's not
meant to
bad
be
advice.
performed
Yeah.
every other day. with
How about a
occasional
side
rest
chest,
on
Mike?
weekends.
Just for now.
It is a full body workout.
Give us something. You should like stop what he's saying like every 10 minutes and do like back double or front double.
Ooh, I like this music.
It's very ominous. Bro, it's because it's leg day. No wonder.
Yeah, we're getting serious now.
There's Ray. Yeah, it's not a bad squat. You know, there's a little more room.
I'm gonna chop this music out and use it for stuff.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I do.
Some Halloween music, maybe?
It sounds like that, doesn't it? But I want to use it for bodybuilding. Like, it'll be like, "Welcome back to Muscle Minds" with Dr. Scott Stevenson.
Yeah,
I'm Scott
or
McNally.
Kuba. Or Kuba because it's scary. Yeah.
Yeah. We don't have a name for that, though. The Welcome Back to the Kuba podcast with Kuba.
Yeah. You do have music, though. You got music now.
Yeah.
It kind of reminds me of the music in The Shining, man. It's creeping me out a little bit.
I was thinking Michael Myers or something like that.
It sounds like that, too. Halloween or Shining or Elevator's going to start bleeding pretty soon.
Yeah. I'd get down for a workout with these guys. I don't know if I would make it. I saw Ray's neck twisting and doing all sorts of weird stuff that it's not supposed to do.
I saw that. I saw that too.
When he was doing the
like,
overhead press, and my neck hurt just looking at that.
Yeah, I was like, you're gonna throw something out doing that.
Yeah,
I'd look with her. I
He's
get a
gonna get
matching
another
outfit and everything.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, it would be great.
Dips.
See, that makes my elbows hurt too. Just watching.
Does it?
Yeah.
You don't like dips?
I love dips. I miss them so much. They just hurt my elbows so much. There's Mike doing some side laterals.
Man, they used to take those things up high.
Yeah.
Look at that.
It's so individualistic with lateral raises.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it has to do with like the length of the deltoid muscle itself.
Okay.
It kind of gives you like a range of motion that is going to be set for you and your body. So it's like you got long humerus and a long deltoid.
Yeah.
It'd probably do you well to take it all the way up like that, you know? It's biomechanics. Yeah.
So this is the workout. One working set of each of these. Leg extensions. How do you get to one working set of squats? Like that to me is going to take 20 minutes to get there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like how many warm-ups do you need for one working set?
Leg curls, toe raises. So you're getting kind of a break at that point. Then deadlifts. Oh, then we're going into back.
Yeah, so it's got a full body thing going on right here.
Yeah.
It's a full body workout. I don't mind that. That's pretty good.
Yeah. It does a lot, though, to go to one working set of... I guess your leg extensions would kind of warm me up for it.
Sure. I can see that.
I just don't feel like I could do my hardest squat ever without 25 minutes.
By bodybuilders
yeah.
who aren't accustomed
to the stresses of regular training. The scheme is to work half the body on Mondays and Thursdays, and the other half on Tuesdays and Fridays, with Wednesdays, Saturdays, and Sundays off for rest.
That's everybody's doing now, upper-lower split.
Looking at Mondays and Thursdays, and then continue.
I mean, I do an upper-lower split. That's daily.
The leg extension is the only exercise that effectively isolates the frontal thighs. After this,
that's true.
Move on
Still is to this day.
Squats. These should be performed.
I don't know, man. A sissy squat can fuck up the front of your thighs pretty bad, you know?
Oh, yeah.
We perform 2 cycles.
I would choose sissy squats over leg extension if I had the choice.
Precaution should be exercised. Choose a weight which allows about 10 repetitions.
I'm afraid he doesn't have a rack. I don't see a rack anywhere for that.
He doesn't. He's just freeballing it there.
You should not forget to work the antagonistic muscles at the rear of your thighs. They are usually referred to as the hamstring muscles.
Yes.
Perform these leg curls for only 1 set to positive failure.
Usually.
Usually. That's one of the old flat ones. Like, there's no angle to it. It's just a flat hamstring machine.
I almost bought one of those, Vijay. I saw it on Facebook Marketplace. It was chain driven.
Yeah. Well, there's nothing wrong with that. They still work pretty good.
Complete contraction is absolutely essential in order to adequately work the calves.
I actually prefer mine to be flat when I do them here at home.
Yeah,
because I can drop it to flat or drop it all the way down to where there's like a bend in it, you know.
Okay.
But I typically I'll leave it flat. Just seems to work better.
Serve as a tool to pre-exhaust the muscle.
Or because I'm old and I like old stuff. Who knows?
Yeah.
And immediately perform
just for the nostalgia of it
with either a barbell or dumbbell. Do 2 cycles of this and no more.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Incline presses.
Has now allowed the pectoral muscles to continue to contract closer to 100% of their momentary ability. Do not allow more than 3 seconds between exercises.
Dang.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
The last muscle to be worked on the Monday-Thursday schedule will be the triceps. Triceps extensions, when performed strictly, serve as an excellent isolation exercise. Care should be taken to ensure that the elbows point straight up. Follow this immediately.
Elbow straight up, Scott, or you're going to hurt your elbows.
Man. I know.
This phase. 2 cycles.
Keep your elbows tight.
2 cycles of this.
What kind? Oh.
A lot of DECA.
Yeah, 2 cycles of DECA.
All right, so leg extensions, squats, leg curls, toe raises, barbell flies, incline press, tricep extensions, and dips.
Legs and chest, and a little bit of arms in there, a little tricep, you know?
Yeah. So this is the
Monday, Thursday.
The second half, which is to be performed on Tuesdays and Fridays. Lat machine pull downs are
so we start with a pull down.
For isolating the lat.
I like her pull down.
Yeah, it's good.
Full stretch at the top. Yeah, all the way down.
Upon reaching
more people should do a pull down like this, in my opinion.
Perform bent over barbell
yeah, that's a good form. I like that with that specific bar. You know.
Yeah.
That grip.
Should be
close grip.
And deliberate. Again, taking care that the bar touches the chest. Perform the rows to.
Looks like a fresh perm.
And attempt
that's a fresh do. Looks great.
She got it done just for this.
She did. She like it.
I wonder who she is and what she's doing now. You know,
Sally Mentzer.
And immediately proceed to the upright barbell rows.
She's Ray's twin.
Wait, hold on a minute.
By pre-exhausting techniques. Complete 2 cycles and do no more.
Shrugs, upright rows.
Next, we'll move on to
then back into these really high lateral raises.
There it goes. For lung deltoids, especially.
From here again, we'll immediately proceed to the press behind the neck. Perform 2 cycles, high intensity style.
Huh.
Look how low he was going with his barbell presses behind the neck.
Hold on a minute. I got to see that again.
Like he was going all the way down to like his thoracic spine.
High intensity style.
Like,
oh God! Yeah.
He's like going down to his scapula. God damn.
Group, suggested is the performance of 2 sets of bent over laterals. Go to positive failure.
Those will really cook your rear delts.
Muscle group that remains to be worked
I like those.
is the biceps. As with previous muscles, we will first pre-exhaust them by performing a set of barbell curls.
Who doesn't like a barbell curl? You got to be one hell of a psycho to not like a barbell curl.
The additional muscles involved, a few extra repetitions can be carried out. Do this to total failure in complete 2 cycles.
Ooh, barbell curls and palms up chins. That's that's not bad. I might have to incorporate that. You know, I never even thought about that.
All right. So lat pull downs, barbell rows. So a lot of back and some biceps.
Lateral raises, some deltoids, back and biceps.
So
that's
basically, basically legs, chest, and triceps, then back and biceps. That's your
back, delts, and biceps.
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
And 2 cycles of DECA.
Yeah, a lot of DECA. 800 DECA.
Yeah.
I like this. I could get down with this maybe.
This works. I mean, it works. It's good. They just kept him down because he didn't get on with all the Weider principles, you know.
Yeah.
And he never talked about the Weider principles, and that pissed off Weider, you know. So
yeah,
they just demonized the poor bastard instead.
It was Weider's world.
Yeah, it was Weider's world. IFBB was Weider's creation, so
it really was.
His rules. You gonna play ball or what?
Let's see. I think they have credits at the end here.
Oh yeah, we can figure out who the broad was.
Yeah, I want to know. Mike
Menzer, Jay Stevens,
producer, director, written and created.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder who this Jay Stevens is. They're not going to give her a credit? Come on.
This is bullshit. I mean, Ray Mentzer should something. Maybe we haven't gotten to it yet.
Yeah.
She was probably the makeup person too. Lisa 10.
Yeah, I was thinking that.
There we go. Kathy Gelfo. There you go.
Was that it? Hold on a minute.
Ray Mentzer, Mike Menzer, and Kathy Gelfo. I wonder if she was like a Gold's Gym, I'm
gonna look her up. Let's see. Let me see what we can
one of those early '80s Gold's Gym gals, you know, not the harlots, but the ones that actually were working out and stuff.
Yeah. I mean, she looked like she lifted.
Yeah.
All right, Kathy. Yeah.
Gelfo.
GEL.
Maybe she has an Instagram page.
Oh yeah. Oh, they got a lot of pictures with her. Here, hold on a second.
Shit.
Yeah. Let me see here.
I wonder if she's a competitor or something.
Let's see. But they've got pictures of her with Mike.
It's probably his girlfriend.
Yeah, I wonder. Hold on a second here.
Because that name does sound familiar.
Does it?
Yeah, that last name is not common.
Yeah, look at that. That looks like a girlfriend picture, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Sure. Mike and Kathy Gelfo, who was a longtime girlfriend.
There you go.
Yeah, let's see here. Oh, there they are. Longtime girlfriend of the late Mike Mentzer. They first met when Mike was serving in the Air Force in Maryland, and she came with Mike, who moved to California to work with Joe Weider. Interesting.
Very cool.
Yeah. I want to know what she's doing now. They have pictures of her. Yeah, so the people knew of who she was and stuff like that. Yeah.
Now she's a hot granny. Most likely.
I wonder, man. I mean, she looked like she lifted here. Look at that.
Yeah, there you go. That's an AAU show, you know?
Yeah.
IFBB show.
So I got some other stuff here, Vij. I got some other things for you. Let me see what else we had here.
Let's see what you got.
All right. Oh, yeah. So this one is... Okay, hold on a minute here. Let's see. Check this out.
Of 1991 take place in the Mecca of bodybuilding, Southern California.
Musclemania
Diego attracted many of the top amateurs from the western
Sorry
part
for
of
that
the
weird
United
buzz.
States to do battle for the solid marble Musclemania trophy. Runner-up in the teenage 13 to 17-year-old class was Raul Rohr, now living in Palm Springs, but originally from Rio de Janeiro. He's only been bodybuilding for 18 months after being the lack of popularity soccer enjoys in the United States. With the help of people like 1990 Mr. California Chris Cormier, who advised him on dieting, and his mother's muscular genetics, he's now a true bodybuilder.
Holy shit.
The winner of this class was Jeremy Hernandez, a Modesto native.
Pretty good
in his
for
first year
16,
of
man.
competition.
Yeah.
He began training 3 years ago in his garage with his father, and only this year came close to
This
winning
guy
the
straight up
AAU
looks like
Teenage
Rich Gaspari.
California.
Yeah,
Jeremy is no
he's got to get the same
muscle
height going on, the same hair.
Yeah, same hair, facial expressions,
proportions.
I like to
Yeah.
see myself
He's
as
angry.
that guy.
I can see that.
It's a really
Yeah.
big thrill for me to be on stage. And just to get the crowd going, it's a lot of fun, and I like that.
He looks sunk in that interview video.
Runner-up
Doesn't
in
he?
the highly competitive
Yeah, he does.
18
In
and
his face.
19-year-old class was the youngster who stole the shows at Musclemanias in Atlanta and Providence. He was the thickest teenager on stage, maybe because
Eric
of his
Tapp.
reliance on heavy squats in his training. Those who saw Eric at all 3 shows felt he lost definition with
All
each
right.
subsequent contest, and his rigorous traveling and diet schedule finally caught up with him.
Big kid.
But in terms of size and shape, nobody beat Eric Tapp. One man
Yeah, he's
who
got
did
some
his
muscle on him
dieting
for his
homework
age.
was Fred Krause,
Yeah.
who also won
Yeah.
the heavyweight class at this year's Teenage California. 2.5 years ago, an amateur bodybuilder came to his high school to give a seminar and invited Fred to train with him.
And there used to
Now,
be
this
so much
5'10"
teenage
teenager
competition
gets
back
up to
then. Like these
200
guys
pounds in the
they were
arm
so good.
They really
Dan
were,
Hester
man.
missed the
They don't-
lightweight
the
prejudging,
teenagers
but
don't
could
do
have
shit
easily
now.
won his class. Aside from his good looks,
Hester!
charisma, he
Oh
had
my
the potential
God!
to
We
be
have a Mr.
megastar.
Olympia.
Holy crap.
At the age of 21. Oh my God.
And he looked good, dude.
Look at that handsome kid. He's been rocking it for that long. Can you believe it? Like, he still looks good right now. Danny Hester looks awesome today. Like in his 50s.
Yeah. Dieting should be second nature. When this
Well, who's going to beat Danny Hester here?
Nobody.
Definitely do
Yeah.
some damage. Coming all the way from Albuquerque, New Mexico,
Yeah, he did.
is the lightweight winner, Mark George. This was Mark's first contest in 2 years, during which time
Danny looked the best so far. Like he had the
He
best
did.
shape. You know what I mean?
Well, he's a Mr. Olympia.
Mark has twice
Yeah.
won the lightweight class at the New Mexico State and the overall at the Lone Star Classic in Texas. Originally from Honolulu, middleweight winner Aaron Kwan now lives in Phoenix,
Cool.
Arizona, where he won last year's middleweight.
Nice
state
physique
title.
on this guy. I like
7
it.
years ago,
Oh, yeah.
tired of being little and getting pushed around, he began training. Aaron's routine revolves around the free power lift, which explains his thickness and muscle density.
Yeah,
He
he's
works as
hard. You
ground
can see it in his
operations
chest.
officer for Southwest Airlines and trains at the World Gym in
His
Tempe.
face was reminding me of Mohammed Benaziza, man. It's
So
freaking me
many
out.
Oh, man.
Trophies
Yeah.
that you had to throw
Curtis
most
Hayes.
of them away for lack of space. That's exactly what happened to Curtis Hayes, who started training after seeing Steve Reeves' physique in Hercules movies. If
Very
he had been
cool.
a little more ripped, he would have won another big trophy, but instead settled for 4th place. Lionel Rangel made a rare appearance to win the light heavy. He's been
Ooh.
victorious
Oh.
at such
Lionel
prestigious
Rangel.
contests as the Orange County and the Tournament of Champions. Lionel owns his own personal training business at the Four Seasons Hotel in Newport Beach and trains with top IFBB pro Sean Ray.
No kidding.
Oh, wow. Cool.
This was a tough
I wonder if Sean
show
Ray
for
remembers him.
heavyweights.
I wonder. I bet.
Florida's lead
I know Lee Apperson. I know that name.
lifeguard
Do you?
placed fifth.
Yeah, I
A
do.
believer in cross training, he also swims, runs,
Why do I
and
know
plays
that name?
volleyball and basketball.
Yeah, he's
Those
tall,
who
man,
don't
6'2".
particularly
That hair, he's got like the
bodybuilding,
Chris
his
Aceto hair.
girlfriend who competes
Yeah, he
in
does.
the
Totally
heat
does.
That same look, you know?
loves it.
Yeah.
Fourth was the American Samurai, Gary Gwynn, who makes his living as a 275-pound professional wrestler.
That's a big
1991 Mr. New Mexico is also training for the world record in the bench press, which he plans on breaking by a wide margin.
I wanna see his wrestling stuff now,
Wrestling
this guy.
3 times a week and training 6 out of 7
I mean,
days.
back then,
He's a
wrestling was
dedicated
awesome.
man.
Yeah.
Third,
I mean, you had to look
heavyweight
like that
was
to be a
retired
wrestler back then.
NFL player from San Diego, Nathan Poole.
NFL?
After 8
Holy
years
smokes.
with the Denver
Wow.
Broncos and the Cincinnati Bengals, he needed
Holy
another
shit.
title to remain competitive.
Dang. He's got some muscle on him.
Light heavy
Oh,
by
fuck
half
yeah.
a pound, but few in the audience would have guessed Nathan weighed anything less than 220 rock hard pounds. Great arms and a huge back carried Darren Lanahan into second place. The Phoenix, Arizona resident came to Venice Beach to train for this show and received the help of Big Jim Quinn and Gold Gym owner
Ooh.
Ed Connors.
Huh.
He believes switching
Ed
to
Connors and
football
Big
for
Jim
Olympics
Quinn.
rather
How about
than the
that?
It's cool how they have the little bio on each one of them, you know?
They don't do it like that no more. I mean, shit. Even on the Olympia stage, they don't do that.
Dennis Newman.
Holy shit! How about this?
And shape.
Well, I thought Danny Hester was going to win this thing, but now Dennis Newman.
Oh, he looks good too, man.
Of course.
He looks big.
Yeah. He just had.
I think Danny Hester, was he a teenager though?
Yeah, he was like 19.
Yeah.
Put on another 20 pounds of quality muscle.
Oh yeah, he looks great.
Oh, he's awesome, Dennis Newman. Unrealized potential, you know.
Turn pro and make some money. I feel I have the shape and the size. I just need.
Yeah, man, he had it all. Just good shape, great conditioning. I mean, look at that.
Great
Nice
double. Rear double.
Great.
Between former roommates Lionel
Momo Benaziza.
Lionel was danced and ripped, but when Newman stepped in, he totally obscured the shorter man with a bigger frame and loads more muscle. Dennis earned the distinction of winning the only Musclemania.
Big surprise, huh?
Yeah.
The last contest of the tour season. For the fans in San Diego, this was the most exciting contest in years.
Yeah, he looked incredible there.
Hell yeah. Dennis Newman is always on, dude.
In bodybuilding
This is back when they didn't bother with testing at Musclemania shows.
Yeah. I've got one more of those, believe it or not. Check this out.
What, Musclemania show?
Yeah, yeah.
All
Check
right,
this out.
let's go.
So that was 91. This is 90.
Oh, okay. Whoa, Matt Mendenhall. Hey, where's his fucking bio? I want to see more stuff than that, like weight and stuff.
Is when he was on every magazine cover. Only a few weeks before his assault on the NPC Nationals, he was huge and cut. The muscle maniacs in Providence also got an eyeful of Big Matt.
Yeah, he was good, man.
They were in for a double dose.
Holy shit.
Not only did Mr. USA
Okay, he's doing
Matarazzo show up.
a guest posing, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Pro debut at the Mr.
I like Matarazzo, dude. Look at the arms.
Paul Quadzilla DeMaio.
Oh, yeah.
1991 Junior Nationals champion.
Look at the gloves.
Oh, my God.
To its best bodybuilders and the
Why not?
Yeah. You're making you do that.
Razzo's impossibly huge arms and calves, and DeMaio.
Yes. That's a classic move right there.
I'll be throwing ones. I'll be throwing 20s.
Just 2 weeks away from the Nationals, as is Matt Mendenhall. The next weekend, Mike Matarazzo appeared at the San Diego.
Look at Matarazzo's calves. You know what I mean?
Oh, God, yeah, those calves are nuts.
Even Scott McNally's got to say that was just a big fucking calves, you know?
I don't know what happened here. Oh, there we go.
Musclemanias, adding to the
those are big calves.
Guest posers.
Arms and calves.
Events are truly the most innovative and exciting amateur.
When Matarazzo was one of those guys, he was just like a way better amateur than he ever was as a pro. I don't know why. Seemed that way.
What is this?
The Bodybuilders
I don't know.
Hotline will keep you informed of the latest ESPN
Oh.
bodybuilding TV schedule.
It's a 900 number, so I don't want to call it. I'm afraid I'll get charged.
You will get charged. You also get transported back in time to 1990.
I want to call it. I really want to call it.
I'm going to call it when we're done here just to see.
If it was an 800 number, I'd call it now just to
Like,
see.
hey, is this Musclemania? Is it 1990? Who won this year? Was it Mendenhall?
Yeah. Oh man, I thought you would like that. I thought those looked fun. I didn't watch them myself. That was crazy to see those guys, though. We knew some of those gentlemen.
Hell yeah, man! That Danny Hester one blew me away as a teenager. Never even saw it. Never saw him as a teen. That's great.
That was cool. You know what we didn't talk about? I had one more topic that I wanted to bring up. All right. Chris.
Bumstead.
Absolutely. Competing in open. What did you think about him taking it to open bodybuilding?
Dude, I thought he won. I wasn't there. All I could see was the videos and the pictures, and my eyes were always like, whoop, straight to Bumstead. And I'm a Marty fan. I like Marty. I mean, he could have been third at the Olympia as far as I'm concerned, and nobody would have said anything about it, you know?
Right.
But at this show, my eyes just went to Bumstead. Front double, Bumstead. Front lat spread, Bumstead. You know?
So here's the thing. Now, I didn't see the difference, but a lot of the footage that I had seen was from prejudging. Yeah. And I guess that Martin really cleaned it up for the night for the second show, right? For
he was significantly harder, and he had like a good tan on. He didn't have like no tan on that first one.
Yeah, that's what I heard too. Was that because he didn't look great, you know, at the prejudging. But I guess it was the tan was part of it.
the weird thing is like he won with straight first at prejudging. I don't know if you saw the scorecards, but
I didn't. No.
In the scorecards, it was straight first for Marty, straight seconds for Chris Bumstead. So it was like no question. It was like it was a slam dunk for Marty. Apparently, I was looking at the pictures like it's a slam dunk for Chris. I thought, but
yeah, I think a lot of people thought, hey, Chris could win this thing. You know what Ron said though? He was like, maybe this is better off because now Chris isn't obligated to do the Olympia. You know what I mean?
Sure. I can see that. But man, when he came out, I was like, wow, this is like Frank Zane 4.0 with turbo conditioning.
Yeah.
This could win a lot of shows, a lot of fucking shows. He's really good. Yeah. He's definitely legend status. Like, I'm super impressed now. Very impressed.
Imagine if he took an off season and he was like 12 to 14 pounds heavier than this. Like, he could do that. There's no question. You know what I mean?
On his frame, even 5 to 10 would look tremendous. Like, if you took Frank Zane and put 5 to 10 pounds on him, it would be tremendous. It would look amazing. But Chris is very tall, too, and he's got better structure. He's got better everything than Frank Zane.
Yeah.
So
that's what I'm saying, 10 to 14. I bet you that just through, because, he's had to stay within his contest weight, right? So his off seasons, he's probably never, like, really had to push the food hard.
Yeah.
Imagine if he just like ate to grow. No more gear. Like, you could still use the same gear you're using before.
It wouldn't matter for him, dude. He's like a I don't know. He's got like the genes that are perfect for bodybuilding.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He can eat what he wants. He can train how he wants. He's just going to look better than everybody else, just the way it is. He's one of those Jeff Willets, but geared up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Perfect structure. It's like it doesn't matter that Marty outweighs him or that they were about the same weight. I don't know. Whatever it was, it's like that front double was knockout, and he's not known for great arms, But
yeah,
if you were like, if I were just to see like Bumstead with just a silhouette of his poses, just a silhouette, a black silhouette, my eyes would be drawn to that every time than Marty's would. Marty, you got to see the picture, the big picture, to really see all the bells and whistles, but.
Yeah.
With a guy like Bumstead, it's all silhouette, Yeah. Standing there statuesque, look, rocking all the poses. Not a bad pose from him.
What about Clarita in that lineup? Because I feel like he got lost, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think he overdieted for the Olympia, and I don't know what all happened there, but he lost his legs, man. In this show, at least he got some of his legs back a little bit. Yeah, and he looked awesome. I thought if that would have showed up at the Olympia, he still wouldn't have beaten Keon, but that would have been like a real strong showing for him. Like he gave him a hell of a show.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. I saw their rear double bicep, and they turned around, out the three of them, and I look at Chris, and I'm comparing him to Martin. And then I look over at Sean, and I'm like, Sean kind of actually has more muscle than either of these two guys do in the rear double bicep.
I was on the same page, man. I saw those shots, and I was like, my eyes went to Sean Clarita. I'm like, look at this freak over here! Holy shit! He's got more muscle than anybody in that back double.
Yeah. But overall, I can see why it went the way it went. I'd be interested. Imagine if Chris wasn't there to upset the whole, standard and all of that. It would have been cool to see the two of those guys, Martin and Sean, go up against each other.
Yeah, I think Sean was probably the best conditioned guy at that show. He was gnarly hard.
Yeah, he looked good, man.
Yeah, he was great.
I just wanted to, like I said, I wanted to ask you because we didn't talk about that yet.
Well, shit. Since we talked last, there's all kinds of great bodybuilding happening.
Yeah, I guess so.
The Olympia come and go, everything. Yeah, it was great. Great bodybuilding year altogether. Like very exciting.
Yeah, it really has been, man. It's been a good year. I'll be curious to see what Nick does now. With him retooling everything and just a lot of people in general, man. Because it seems like everybody's getting new coaches now. What's his name? Jansen's not coaching people anymore. You were telling me it's Hani's not coaching anymore, huh?
Hani's not coaching anymore either. So now what?
People just have to figure it out on their own.
Yeah. God forbid you coach yourself every once in a while.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's how they all did it.
Hey, look at Samson though. Samson pretty much kind of did. You know what I mean, with his wife.
He did. Yeah. They're a unit. That's one. You know what I mean?
That's what I mean. Yeah.
Yeah. You just let her do the thinking for you. That's all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're thinking of something else?
There was something, but now I can't remember what it was. It was something naturally bodybuilding related.
Right?
I can't remember what it was. Yeah. It's probably one of the kick-ass shows we had this year, and I was like, oh, I got to tell Scott about that. See what he thought.
Andrea was out at the Prague show. Andrea Watson.
She was at the Prague show?
Yeah, she made it for finals. She flew out there for it.
Shoot. She lives out that way, though, doesn't she?
She does. She's in Germany now. So
that's right.
It's not
How
too
far is Germany from Prague, I wonder?
I don't know.
Yeah. I feel like that's only like one state away. You know what I mean? Like if you live in Tennessee, it's like, oh, it's just in Georgia over here.
yeah. Just going to Texas, or whatever.
Yeah. That's cool, man. That's cool. So she was in there in person. So maybe we should ask her what she thought about the whole Chris Bumstead thing. Huh?
She said Martin was the deserved winner. She said she saw that from out the gate. She was like, Martin definitely deserved that. And she saw Martin so she was there. We could take her word for it.
And that's the thing, man. When you're there, it's a different story, especially with Martin, from the way I understand it. Like, I saw the pictures from, like, Detroit Pro this year, and, like, Vito looked unbelievable, like, hard to beat. How do you beat this guy? And when Martin beat him, I was like, I can see that. But I guess when you're there in person, the way the muscle moves on Marty and the way he transitions, and he looks just way more 3D than everybody else does. He's got that Phil Heath muscle to him.
Yeah.
So it's one of those things you got to be in person to appreciate, that doesn't translate well on like live feeds and live streams and stuff.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think that's what it is.
Yeah. But hey, I'm a Marty fan, dude. You're looking at a future Mr. Olympia right there, I think.
It's possible, man. It's possible. Plus, he's hungry. He's young. I think the key with him is just don't get hurt because he trains really hard. You know what I mean? So it's like just be safe. And I'm sure he is. I'm sure he is as safe as he can be. But I know he's a freaking animal, too.
I like him, man. I like that he's like, he does shows. You know what I mean? Like, there's so many bodybuilders that just don't compete.
Yeah.
They just don't compete. This guy is all about competing. He's like, there's money to be had, I'm going to compete. Samson's same way. I like him for that reason, too.
I look forward to seeing Brett Wilkin get back into it, I didn't think he looked his best this year. It wasn't my favorite Brett Wilkin ever, but, a lot of people had not their best year this year. So I think we'll see more from him in the future.
The sad thing about that was that he took like 2 years off, really. Or was it a year off? I don't know what it was, but
I think it was a year. Yeah, I think there was some health stuff, that he had to deal with. Yeah. So maybe he just like pulled way back for that year,
Yeah. Oh, he's young too. I mean, there's a lot of he's got miles ahead of him still.
Yeah. Do you remember how he turned pro?
Was it in Classic?
Yeah,
was it Men's Physique or something?
He beat Joe Russo.
Holy shit! That was him, huh? Oh my god!
Yeah, he beat Joe Russo. And then I started talking to Scott Stevenson about him. He's like, oh, yeah, he came out and trained with John Meadows and he was stronger than both of us. This is like, when John and Scott were younger, and he's like, he was stronger than both of us on legs.
He's Herculean, man. The things that he can do, it's mind-boggling.
Yeah.
You don't expect that from looking at him. You're like, holy shit.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm rooting for him, man. I want to see him come back for 2025 and do some good stuff. I feel like people are so quick to write bodybuilders off. You know what I mean? Like, Nick is shot. He's done for now.
Oh, yeah, he should retire.
Yeah.
Like, what? He should retire? He's just won the fucking New York Pro and the Arnold last year or whatever the fuck. It's like,
right.
People are nuts, man. Like, they got like 15 minutes of like, attention span.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yes.
You know who is going to look? I mean, keep an eye out for him.
Who's that?
Guy's name. I don't know what his last name is. His name is Stephane. He's a black guy.
Okay.
He competed in Classic, and he's not in Classic anymore. He's wanted to do the Open. I can't remember what his last name is, but this guy looks like a cross between Michael Lockett and Serge Nubret.
Okay.
Stephane Matala, that's it. Yeah. So he's going to be doing the Open here this next year. That'll be impressive to see, man. I think you got to keep your eye out for that guy. Okay. Just a hunch. And I could be completely wrong. I've been wrong about a lot of shit. So we'll see how it goes. Stephane's really impressive. Really impressive.
I was trying to pull him up here. I think there's some stuff on him here. I think he might even he's got his own YouTube channel here. Let's see what he's got here. This is him?
Yeah, that's him. We got to see some of his posing stuff. Like, he's got a good Instagram, I'd imagine, with posing.
Let's see what this is. Hold on.
Yeah.
Got any? Here's some training. What's he rowing here? He had 4 plates on that for that last set.
Mm-hmm. We gotta see some of his posing stuff. Like you gotta see his side chest. This is pretty crazy. His side chest and front double are kind of wacky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see here.
He just has that like myostatin negative look to his muscle.
Okay, here we go. How about this one?
All right.
Vous allez bien? Ça fait très longtemps que j'ai pas sorti de vidéo.
What in the world is he saying? You got crackers in your mouth? What's happening?
He's speaking a different language, Vij.
Oh, that's right. He's French. So check that out. You know what I mean?
Oh my God!
Yeah, I told you, man. He's wild. He's wild. His back double not that great, but
what?
Pretty good.
Oh,
well, I think it's just how he's posed in it. Like,
oh, that looks good to me, man.
That looks good there. But when he's on stage, he kind of disappears a little bit.
His back looked like it was about to pop, man.
That's what I'm saying. He's got that locket muscle to him with Sergeant Bray's stomach. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Now you'll see it. Look at that.
Look at that waist, dude.
What the hell? Look at those quads.
Incredible quads.
Yeah. Side chest? This is a great side chest.
Good hamstring, dude. Great arms. Holy crap.
Great everything, right?
Those triceps are nuts, dude.
And look at the glow on his skin. I guarantee you he's on some Primo bowling.
He's got good skin. He looks
does have
healthy.
great skin. Yeah, great skin.
He looks like he didn't have to like destroy himself to get here.
Yeah. I guess when he diets down for Classic, which is where he's competed for the last few years, like it's really, really tough for him. I can see why. I see what he looks like in the off season. Like, go compete in the Open, man. I thought about that since he first started competing, I would watch his progress and watch like his dieting down. I'm like, where's he dieting down to exactly? Because he could step on stage right now and blow people away, the Open.
Yeah, no kidding, man.
Wild musculature.
Here. He looks like he's strong too.
Yeah, he's strong. His legs are real strong too. Obviously, great quads, great thighs.
Let's see if we see a little bit of training strength here in this video. You can tell too, man. His head looks small for the size of that body. You know what I mean?
He's got all the tools. This guy, dangerous competitor. This guy. Watch out for him. I think.
Here's some training. Got a little overhead press action going here.
Let's see what he does. Let's see if he does like the Mike Mentzer way behind the neck press.
Yeah. Thank God he's not, man. You know what I mean?
That was frightening to see. I don't know what kind of weight he had on there, but Jesus.
Yeah. This is what, 50 kilo?
Oh, that's right. They're kilos over there.
Yeah. Just a shoulder workout.
Yeah. So that's like, both are 110s or something. So. There's videos of him. He likes to do this Smith machine for squatting, and he'll put like 5-6 plates on there and just hammer them out. Good form too. Just all the way down, squat down at the bottom, and just crank them out. It's like a piston. It's kind of like watching Shelby squat.
Yeah. So he's going to Open now, huh?
Yeah. He's going to do Open.
All right. I'll be interested to see how he looks, man. He doesn't look like he's super tall either. You know what I mean? He looks like he's like average height. Doesn't look super short. Doesn't look tall.
Yeah.
It'd be good. It'd be good to see that, man.
This is like a 5'8", good bodybuilding height. You know what I mean? Well, shoot, Scott McNally, are we good for today, or what's happening?
I think that was good, man. I hope people enjoy, our reaction videos and stuff. That was fun to just hang out and watch those. We'll have to come up with another batch of them, huh?
That's right. We can make it a quarter annually show.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, hey. On that note, for Bodybuilding Nerds Radio and for Scott McNally, bid you adieu.
See you guys. All right. I can edit it.
What up? This is Adam McVeigh from the Geared Up Podcast, and you are listening to the Bodybuilding Nerds.